Today I'm in a lovely pine forest in, I think it's Hampshire, maybe Surrey. I can't quite remember exactly where we are. But a few weeks ago, myself and my friend scoped out an island in this forest. There's a lake, and in the lake there's a couple of islands. We call it Skull Lake, and we waded across and explored this island, which was a fair size. And we realised when we had waded across that the mud in the bottom was quite smelly and horrible, so we've come back this time with waders, which you'll see in a moment, and we're going to wade across and have ourselves a wild camp on the island in this lake. And it should be really good fun. So we're a little bit nervous about wading across. My friend had a few comments on this video saying if you fall with chest waders on, they can fill up quite quickly and it's very difficult to get out. The depth of the water is about just under waist deep for me, but it's obviously a lake, there's no currents or anything, so it's pretty easy and straightforward, so hopefully we'll be okay. So we're going to go and do that now, and you can wish me luck, and hopefully we don't fall in, because that will be an end to today's camp. It's a lovely hot day, it's a summer's day here in the UK, and temperatures are about 25, I think, 25, 27. So yeah, I've got the DD hammock, jungle hammock, and a few other bits and bobs that we'll put up once we're over there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good one. So I hope you enjoy the video. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Clear? Clear. Good to go. Yeah. We had a bogey sitting on the edge of the lake, so we were just waiting for them to go. Now. Scared? You're scared now. I was just saying that I'm a bit nervous about the crossing, yeah, with regards to waders filling up.
Yeah. Don't know. There's no one around. I think it's now or never.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Right, you got a good foot or two.
Oh, careful. Quite hard actually. Yeah, just be very careful. It sticks. Oh mate, that's not good. Really sticky.
Nearly there. Good job. Okay, one across.
It's more difficult than before.
Okay.
The boots suck. So I've just done it. I've crossed it. It was a lot harder in the waders than it was in just shorts and trainers, because the waders sucked. Not in a bad way, but just they suck to the bottom where the mud is. Let's see if I can show you. All that mud there. goes right knee deep, the mud, and it sucks you down. I thought I was going to go over a few times. I wouldn't have been comfortable having it any deeper than sort of the crutch height that it was. So Dan's going to have a little go now. He's popping his bag on. I hope he doesn't fall in. Actually, although it would be quite funny, I genuinely don't want him to fall in because it means a miserable night or the end of our trip here. Just take your time. Please excuse the camera work, I'm trying to pull in this line. And film. That's the deep bit. You okay?
Yeah. There's a bit of suction, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you want a hand? I know you don't want to touch hands, but
That's
you know,
good.
made it. How was it? Suction's bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not too bad. They
I broke the way,
compressed,
obviously.
don't
Yeah, it's like being one of those blood pressure cuffs.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to get out of sight of the landing zone.
That away.
Squeaky trees. So this is home. So where we came in is just over there, another 20 metres or so. And yeah, there's my gear, the Osprey Atmos. Dan's over there somewhere. But I need to get out of these waders. They are very, very hot and sweaty. Yeah. But this is home for the next 24 hours or so. So you can see there's plenty of flat ground if you want to tent it, but personally I'm going to do my best to hammock. I was just looking up there, making sure there's no, obviously, any sort of widowmakers, any dead trees or branches that might fall on me in the night. There's a few small ones there. This one here, I think it's probably on the way out, but it's swaying around a lot. Still, look at all the branches we can use for the twig stove. I mean, these are perfect. Dead as anything. Absolutely brilliant. So, let's get out of these waders. Aren't they stunning? Good God. But I'll tell you what, I think they were £15 delivered, obviously Chinese, and they've done the job really well. I am looking forward to getting them off. Oh, if you wanted to buy them, I'll just show you the label if I can. I don't think I can get it to focus, but, and I couldn't pronounce that even if I tried. Yeah, they're coming off now, thank goodness. It's like wearing a rubber boat. Still, I did the job and that's the important thing. So, I think we're going to have a little wander around, have a chill out for a bit, maybe a little cheeky drink. Air. Right, so, back in the shorts. There's the waders there, you can see the mud. Check that out. That's what was all over me last time when I waded over. There's the mud that was sucking me down. So I'm going to leave them just to sort of dry out. I don't know how people can wear them all day fishing. I'm not a fishing person, so maybe, oh well, I'm sure there's better quality ones that one could use. That are probably more comfortable, but yeah, that wasn't an experience that I would relish for any length of time. My waders have just fallen off. Let's hope they haven't torn a hole in them. That would be very sad. Let's hope not. Oh, let's hang them back up again. So today I've bought this Helinox chair one. It's quite an old one, this one. I've had it for 4 or 5 years. There's a review on my channel if you want to have a look at it. But I find sitting on the floor a bit of a chore. I don't really like it. Everyone's different. Sometimes I'll go out with a little sit mat, and that's fine. But when I know I'm kind of sitting around camp and I'm not having to walk too far, these chairs are great just to take the strain out of any bad backs and just being comfortable, really. And as you can see, they only take a minute or so to assemble. Opinion is divided on these, but I rather like them. I'm not exactly the lightest chap in the world. I weigh in at about 100 kilos, 95 to 100 kilos, depending. But as you can see, it holds me perfectly well. And it just gives you that little bit of comfort when you're out in the back country. Now on my channel I also have another Helinox one, the Sunset chair, which is a rather garish blue. And that comes right up to your shoulders, which is really good. That really supports you and you can lean back. This one not so much, it comes to about here. But of course the payoff of this is it's a lot lighter and smaller inside your pack, which is a definite bonus. I have taken this when I've sort of trekked through Dartmoor and places like that. And it's great. It's great to sit down and just not be right on the floor. Some of them, they are similar design but lower down. But I find as I get older and things, getting up off the floor and things like that, it's not easy or as easy as it was. So yeah, I'm all about the comfort, right? Any fall could be uncomfortable. But yeah, this is great. So Dan and I are going to have our celebratory beer now, and just catch up with what's been going on in each other's worlds. And I think I'll set up camp a little bit later on. Get a feel for the place first. But having been here once on a day trip, it's certainly a good vibe about the place. Oh, lovely. I can hear trees cracking and knocking into each other. I have had a look and I think they're all okay, sort of pretty much okay where we are. Sort of slender pines really, weak, but nothing's ever been thinned out in here, as you can probably see around me. What more could you ask for?
That's good, wasn't it?
Look what my mate's just given me. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is proper stuff. Look at that. It's really, really good, isn't it?
It is.
It's like angels slipping down your throat. Or the tears of angels slipping down your throat. How about that?
Tears of a unicorn.
Oh, this is great, buddy. Yeah, well. Ah, man.
Yeah, you might have to tap the top.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I dropped it.
Yeah, I'm covered. That's okay. Sticky hands. That's no good, is it? Ooh. Let's have a go. Let's have a little nibble.
You do some close-ups.
You can't be a close-up. I've got to work a way of flipping the screen now. There we go, so I can see. Hey, skills. None of this tripod nonsense here. There we go. La 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 la. Oh, I can't be asked to get up and move the camera.
Do it for you, but
No. You're not going to. Thanks, man. Did I mention this is Camp Life Bushcraft?
Salute.
Salute. Cheers. So what's the topic of discussion for today? Leave no trace.
Yeah. There's rubbish on this island, isn't
there is. We might have to do a little clear up job. There's a bottle there.
Yeah. There's a football over there.
Bottles. Football.
Football onto an island.
I reckon that's kicked on the other side and floated over.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. Well, yeah, it could have been floated when the water was higher.
Yeah. Well, Dan here has done a campaign, Leave No Trace. In fact, I think you're sporting a rather lovely t-shirt.
Yeah.
There you go, Leave No Trace.
This is someone sent this to me.
How nice is that?
Mr. Rob
I don't
Bell.
get anything sent to me except for torches, and we're all sick of those, aren't we? Sorry about all the torch videos. But, you know...
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. It's been a good income for me. But yeah, we'll try and reduce them a little bit. I keep saying that. Yeah, leave no trace. So basically when you go camping, wild camping, anything really outdoors for the day in the countryside, just don't leave your crap everywhere. Yeah, pick up after yourself, take your beer cans with you, your sandwich papers, whatever. Sandwich wrappers, that sort of stuff, and just try and leave it better than you found it. So, you know, we might only take one plastic bottle with us when we leave tomorrow extra that someone else has left here, but at least that's one less in the bigger scheme of things, isn't it? But I'll probably do a separate video on
I think you should.
I think I should.
And tag John 3 times.
Yeah, I will actually, yeah. My 3 nominations are Muddy,
Pause. And Muddy.
John. That's going down lovely, thank you so much.
No problemo.
I'll share the wine later.
You better.
Right, we're going to have a little private chinwag, so we'll catch you in a bit. So nice here. It's so good, isn't it? There he is. 2 meters. It's such a lovely place. We're just counting our blessings here.
There's a lovely swan just out there.
Is there?
Yep.
We are chilled out to the max. It's good. I am thinking about food though. I don't have that much. I've got a couple of burgers for the grill.
A bit of chilli if you want it.
I've got enough.
Probably got 2 adult portions.
Yeah, I've got a couple of burgers. Should be enough. And some lettuce from at home.
Burger. Some chilli in it.
Ooh. It's a West County cheddar and Aberdeen Angus burger. 2 of them. Yeah.
One for me.
Maybe if you play your cards right. I'll go well for that wine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That beer was nice.
It was good.
A little bit tiddly now.
Do you? I had a cider as well earlier, so we are. Hello. There he is. Yeah. No, we're just relaxing down. It's nice.
Yep. Really like this island. Oh, a big hawk just went above us.
Oh, I was just filming up there. Look at the trees swaying.
Look at the trees swaying.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. Sing it. Oh, I can hear it.
Did you hear that hawk?
Yeah. Right, so we've had our beer and chit chat, and now it's time for a bit of work. So I'm gonna put up the hammock. I'm hoping the tree, the larger tree over here, to this one where my bag is going to be about right for the DD hammock. I think it's going to be about a couple of feet too long, so I'm going to give that a go and see. Dan is down there and he's going to hammock down there, so he's got a view of the water. So I'm going to give this a go. If it doesn't reach, it's not the end of the world. There's other trees that I can utilise. That's going to be too short from there to there, I think. So let's give it a go. Let's see. What do you reckon? Place your bets, people. So yeah, it definitely fits. That's not a problem. Now the great thing about DD hammocks, this one's the jungle hammock, you can tighten it up very quickly just by pulling that. It just tightens it nicely, so you don't have to keep manoeuvring the tree straps like you would on a normal hammock. So I'm going to get this up. I want to spend a little bit of time getting it right, because sometimes I'm in a bit of a rush, it's dark, I don't really have the time to get it quite perfect, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time today just fettling and getting it the way I want it. Everyone's different. Some people like kind of more of a banana shape. I find that irritates me, so I'm going to try and get it a little bit flatter this time and tweak it until I'm happy. Let's see how well I do. So on the DD hammocks, it has these poles which you thread through, and they just keep the bug net off you when you're inside, which I think is really, really good. You can see it there, so I've done that end. I'll thread through the other end. And then underneath, practice on the other side, I think. I've got this inner here where you can put a sleep mat if you want. Now the particular sleep mat I've got today, which I'll show you in a bit, is a Climate branded hammock mattress which sits inside, and it has like wings that come up and just keeps the wind off you. So you'll see that shortly. I just wanted to show you these very cute little tent-like poles and how they work. There we go, you can see this one here, and that'll hoop over like so. Now this particular hammock from DD comes with a rain tarp. You can use this hammock on the ground as well as a bivvy, and they recommend, if you're using it on the ground, you use this underneath as a ground sheet, which of course means you have no protection from the rain over the top. However, using it as a hammock, as you see here now, this will go over the top and give you rain protection of sorts. It's I've never had a problem with it, but it's not great. I wouldn't trust it in heavy rain. We're not expecting any rain today, but I'm going to pop it over anyway just in case. So that's pretty much what it looks like. It never seems to fit perfectly. particularly well. It's an odd thing, but the rain will obviously drip off the edge here, you'd hope. I have used it in the rain and it's been fine. This here, obviously you can slide that back as you see fit for entry and exit, and to have a little look out. I might even take that off later on, as it's supposed to be quite a nice evening, quite a nice night. We'll see. I think we should try it out. I think it's a little bit too high at the moment. In fact, I know it's a bit too high, but I wanted that sort of flat lay rather than the banana shape, which I find a little bit uncomfortable personally. So let's give it a go, shall we, and see what happens. I'm just going to fold back the cover so you can see. It's way too high. Maybe not. Oh yeah, that's all right. Well, I haven't hammocked for some time. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I thought it was going to be a little bit high, but actually it's okay, it's fine. I'll fold the cover back over for the time being, and that will enable me to get my bits and bobs inside. I'm going to show you this, that's better. I'm going to show you the Climate mattress in a minute. It's really, really good. So there we go, this is the Climate Insulated Hammock V. You can see a picture of it there, what it's going to look like inside the hammock. And these little wings, if you like, they're going to keep all the air from blowing onto you at night, and there's another set obviously on this side. And they sort of cocoon around you as you lay down and put your weight in the main part of the mat. So this sits inside the hammock, as you can see here, not underneath, as you can do with a lot of other mats with the DD. It's really, really good. So that's just the size of it there. So I'll just show you. They say it inflates within sort of 25 breaths. It's 32 ounces, or 907 grams, and the R value is 4.4. So not great. I mean, my Exped mattress is I think an 8 or a 9, but this is more than enough for the time of the year. Sizes are there for you as well if you want to have a look at those, and you get an idea of what you can do with it. You can also use this on the ground as well if you wanted to, as I've done in the past. So let's see. I've also invested in one of these. This is a, I don't know what you'd call it, it's like a schnozzle, I think they call them on the Expeds. So it's like a pump, if you like, that you can use to inflate the mattress, because if you continuously blow into a mattress, the moisture in your breath is eventually going to rot the inside. And on my other Climate one, you can see where there's sort of mould and stuff growing because I've used my breath on it. So let's see. It's a big, big unit. One of the really good things about this, I've gone into a detailed review on my channel, so you can have a look. One of the things I love on this, it's got a, if you can see it there, it's like a silicone feel. You can see the edge of it here, and that keeps you stuck, if you like, onto the mat at night when you shuffle around. The downside of that is you can see some of the debris from previous camps on it. It tends to sort of not stick to it, but just be attracted to it. So let's get this pumped up and we'll see what it looks like in all its glory. So you could just blow it up, like I say, with your breath. You've got a deflate and an inflate valve. I'm going to try and use the schnozzle. I can't remember if I've used this one or not, to be honest. The idea is that you sort of hold it open like that, and the bag then inflates, and you scrunch it down, and the air in the tube comes out of the end and into your mat. Let's give it a go. Simple enough. There's a bit of wind in here on this little island, but nothing great. So that's done. This might take a while. I have to say the Exped one is like a big carrier bag, and the entrance, the entry point for the air is far wider. And it's much better. This is not the best design. It does about 18 litres for every pump. But it's getting there. So, hammock is up. I've got the mat in, but before I show the mat, I just wanted to show you this. So this is a down blanket. This is from a company called Ice Flame. And I have to say, I've used it a few times. It is very big, I think. Big enough for me. I can't show you, I can't get it all in shot. Does cinch together at the end, so you can have it like a sleeping bag if you want. And it will zip up partially, it zips up partially, and then the rest you can pop it together if you want it as a sleeping bag. But I like it as a sort of like a blanket, and I just pop my feet in the end piece there. I quite like that, keep my feet warm. So that's going in a second, but before we do that, I want to show you the climate. Let's take you off that tree. Look now, these are great. So let's bring you into the hammock. Let's try and get you so you can see. So you see the wings here, so as the weight goes into the hammock, see the way the wings come in, and that just sort of cossets you in the night time, and any air that's blowing along the hammock, normally you get cold along these areas here if you don't have a decent under blanket. I've never found an under blanket that works properly, but this just cuts that out. It's really good. Got those silicone bits that I mentioned, stop you sliding, and yeah, it's great. So that's going to be my sleep setup. That with the down blanket on top, and yeah, we're good. My Olight torch here just to grab in the night, and earplugs so I don't hear the axe murderer coming. And that is my setup for this evening. Underneath I've got a small tarp laid out just to put my kit on, quite like that. And then the bag will go under there. And any kit that I don't need at the night will go into the bag, cinch everything down. So personally, I zip up when I'm not in use, just to stop any creepy crawlies deciding they're going to sleep in there tonight. So yeah, there you go. That's the DD Superlight Jungle Hammock. There's a full review. I'll put a card somewhere up here for you to have a look at if you want to, for a full review. Tonight I'm cooking on this. Bushbox XL. This is a titanium version, so it's a little bit lighter, a lot lighter. And this comes with the grill, what do they call it, balcony grill I think. So I'm going to be cooking on that. I've got some burgers tonight, so that should be nice. A little bit extra in because my camping companion heard the kettle from the other side of the island. Oh, I'll have a cup of tea. I needed a tea bag and cream. It's all good. We're all friends here. Right, Mr. CampLifeBushcraft, are you ready? Right.
Ooh, you reach it there?
Yeah. Should be able to. Nice. Not bad for creamer. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this just lovely? I'm gonna wander over here, try not to trip over, sit with my mate, have a cup of tea. Cup of tea, lad. Alright. It is. I do like a hot tea.
So we're all set up then? You're set up?
Yeah, I've moved in. We're alright. Seems
Such
okay.
a lovely spot.
It's just so peaceful, isn't it? I just wish I'd actually come maybe here, but I didn't want to be right on top of you.
Again.
Yeah. But you know, I always like to give the best pitch to the guest.
Don't start. You took the centre of the island on the flattest bit of ground.
Well, I'm in a hammock, it don't make no difference, does it?
I've got the hilly bit. I'll take that. That's nice over
It's
there.
a lovely view. Yeah.
Nice bit of moss. I can see out.
Nice bit of moss. That's what it's all about, people.
Underneath me, nice and soft. If I fall out.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's very banana-like, your hammock, isn't it?
Yeah, sleeping bags in there, so it's weighing it down.
See, I don't know. The nice viewers can educate us, because I don't know. I think I read somewhere when I first bought a hammock, the bit that you tie it to the tree should be about your head height.
Yep.
But that's very, very high up, isn't it, your one?
Yeah, but the trees are really close together. I think you're supposed to have...
Oh, that's why you've done it like that.
Supposed to have, is it 45-degree angle?
I don't know.
The
Educate us, educate us, people.
of the tree huggers.
Cut the beers. And
But I didn't really pay much attention to that. I just... Those are the trees where there's space.
Well,
so
you've got to make it work.
I hung it up. But when I laid in there, it's pretty comfy. I'll sleep all right, I think. I'm not laying... because I'm
Don't
laying...
get cold.
I've actually got really hot in there. The bug net's shut. It's boiling.
Wait till that sun drops.
Yeah.
It's been pretty chilly in the evenings, really, for the time of the year.
I'm not worried.
Mate, half a bottle of red wine down your throat, you'll be snoring away.
I'd say I laid diagonal in it, and it was pretty flat.
So be a diagonal lay.
It is what it is. It'll be fine.
Indeed. Indeed.
How's your expensive new camera? So close.
Now, don't be mean.
I like
Is your one waterproof by any chance?
No.
It might go for a swim.
It's yours. All close.
Sure, I don't like this game. It's an expensive game. I might hit the lens and scratch it.
That's true.
I'm going to put my camera away now.
I say, dinner in a minute then.
Yeah, I'm quite hungry. I had a ham roll for lunch, which was something or nothing really. I don't think I had any breakfast. It won't do me any harm, right? But I am quite hungry now.
Yeah. I think we go over there where
Yeah.
we had a beer down by the water's edge.
Yeah.
There's
a bit of a crack there, wasn't there? Crikey. Crikey, mate.
Dingo,
yeah.
Baby.
I'll get a comment from my Australian mate Duke now. He's a good lad. He comments on all my videos.
Yeah, I like Duke.
G'day, Duke. How's it going?
Don't do that. Don't.
Right, so as I mentioned earlier, I've got the bush box. I'm just going to clear away a bit of the moss and whatnot. We are obviously on an island next to a large water source, so it's not going to be an issue should we lose control of anything. There's plenty of water around us to use. So there we go, we're going to get fired up and get moving. I've got some West County cheddar and Aberdeen Angus burgers and some nice red muffins to go with them. Nice and simple. Firewood on this island. Shouldn't take much to get this going really. To start with. Very, very small twigs and just build it up. As you go. The trees are mainly pine on this island, so pine is really good for getting things to light. The downside with pine is it burns very fast, very hot, so it will be a feeding fire, this one. I'm hoping these will go up pretty easy. Goes without saying, use dead wood. Don't be an idiot. Chop down trees. There's just no need for it. No need for it at all. Still find a little bit of tinder. These will help. These pine needles, nice and dry. I reckon I could probably do it, you know. Much. I'm not a bushcrafter, so I'm just going to use a lighter. There we go, look at that. Straight in. So I don't burn my fingers in a minute. But you can see it lights really easy, which is good. So as the fire begins to take, keep adding slightly larger branches, twigs. So you don't want to overpack these stoves, because what happens is then they get choked and they'll go out. It does take a little bit of practice, I find, personally. I mean, I'd be surprised if this did go out, because like I say, pine is very forgiving. It's a very forgiving wood, and it is very dry here. So if you are having a fire, especially in a pine forest, please be super careful, guys and girls. You do not want to have an out of control fire. It doesn't go down well. Right, there we go, blazing. So while that's just condensing down, you get even thicker sticks and start putting them in. So we want a half decent bed of embers to cook on. fire on a cold winter's day, but summer's day, not so much. See those bits that have fallen out there? That's what you want to keep an eye on. I've got a bottle of water behind me, which I can fill up from the lake, or replenish, I should say, from the lake. Fire's going. And chuck on some slightly bigger twigs, and then we'll be able to cook once that burns down somewhat. But you can see the bits smouldering off to the left there, between the grill and the thing, and the bush box. They're the bits you kind of want to keep an eye on, just to make sure fires don't get out of control. I'm getting smoked out by my neighbour over here. Oh, nothing like a stealthy fire, is there? He choked it. So I can forget that cup on that tree. Yeah, I've got like no smoke coming off this bush box. He's got a little twig gasifier stove, which is very smoky.
Very what?
Very smoky.
It'll be right in a minute.
Hope so. Yeah. Anyway, I'll always make it work. See how quickly pine burns. So I'm going to feed that now, otherwise it'll go out. So you can see I've had to dampen the area around the stove because little bits were falling out and actually gradually burning out around the edges. So you've got to be really careful. If you left that for a few minutes, you'd find you'd have a forest fire. You certainly don't want to be evacuating the island for something as silly as that. Kind of want this to burn down now, so I can get my food on. A couple of big sticks in there. That should do the job. So yeah, just a word of caution. Luckily there was, as I said, there's a bottle of water. I think it's lemonade actually, someone's left. So I've put that to good use. Just dampening it around, and I can just go straight over there and get some more water if needed. I've still got a quarter of a bottle there. So, yeah, best to be safe. Right, the burgers fell apart unfortunately, but they're pretty much there. So I'm going to load them into the buns now, see what's good. So we're going to put the fire out in a second, but that's my burgers for tonight. Got some lettuce there that I picked from my garden this morning. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Forgot the sauce, forgot my ketchup. Never mind. Yummy. Well, my friend. Chin chin.
Cheers.
It's warming.
And warm.
Let's give my raw burgers a go. Very nice.
At least you've got a burger. I've got a bowl of goo. Oh, and it's hot on the leg.
That's good. Are you recording?
Yeah. I'll eat mine, it's too hot.
You actually gone kind.
Well, yeah, but I made it with sausage meat rather than beef.
Yeah.
Got mushrooms and peppers and stuff.
Oh, food.
But it's very hot.
Yeah. Doubt they had waders on that bike.
So what?
I doubt they had waders on that bike.
No. Sounded like a quad, didn't it?
Yeah.
Big quad bike.
If it was a quad, then we would have had keys to get in.
They came from that way, didn't they? So
Started there, went round. We went that way, I think.
wanted to put a little tiny bit of turmeric in this, and I tipped it to get a little pinch. A big load went poof, so it's a bit yellow. Yeah. Oh, quite hot.
Hold my second one up. Keep it warm.
I mean, before this,
good shot, isn't it?
before this cools down, do you want a bit of chilli? Or I stick my fork in it too much?
That's kind of you, mate. No.
Sure?
100%.
There's about a pint of it here. I don't know.
I've got enough. These are massive big burgers.
I don't know I'm going to finish all this. You're welcome to a splodge.
Oh, thank you.
If you want to be a pussy about it. Well, if you're going to be a pussy about it.
No, not at all. I'm halfway and I'm actually not at capacity, but they're greasy. Look, I had it on my lap.
Oh.
Oh, it might be the other side before actually. I cooked it on. Never mind. That'd be nice in my tin. So the fire is out, dinner has been eaten, and although I've obviously scooped that earth back to get the stove settled, you try and put it back the way you found it so it's not obvious that someone's been here. So the sun is going down, it's getting a bit cold now, but won't be long. Couple more drinks and I think I'll be tucking myself into bed. It's had a long day. I was up early this morning and I'm pretty knackered now, but this is just so lovely here. I kind of wish I'd set the hammock up somewhere here, cleared a bit of this sort of smaller fallen trees, and you know, I don't know if someone's tried to make a camp over there, possibly, I'm not sure, some sort of shelter. Maybe a long time ago. There's certainly one over there, many years old. But yeah, I would have liked to have been over there. But it would have been good next to the water's edge. Not to worry, I'm tucked up there. You can just about see it, I think. Let's see if we can zoom in. I'm just over there, so not too far away. I can still see the water from where I am. That's it, people. Sun's gone down. Time for bed. Well, if nothing happens in the evening or night time, I'll see you good people in the morrow. Good night. Well, good morning. That was an interesting night. Slept good, but woke up lots, if that makes sense. The sleeping mat decided to deflate in the night. I think one of the valves that you use to deflate it at the end came undone, and I woke up with a cold back, but quickly reinflated it in situ, and all was well. It's about 8 AM now. I can hear stirrings from the CampLifeBushcraft section of the island. But yeah, really peaceful night. It's great. Peacocks woke me up at about 4 or 5, I think. Dan says it's peacocks. Of course they won't make the noise now, but very distinctive sound. yeah, it's really hard. Dan was saying how he's struggling to capture the island and show it off. And I kind of agree, it's quite a hard place to show on camera and get that experience to you, the viewer, but it's just great. Should we have a little look round? I'll show you. So over here, you can just about make out in the distance there. That's where we came over. From the shore, if you like, mainland. It's so hard to show it properly. Obviously my setup from last night. Dan's is over here. So we ate as well. Such a great little place. Over in this section there's like an abandoned camp from old. You'll be able to see that. It's been like that for some time. And then over there we've got some abandoned camp furniture, which we'll probably at some point dispose of. Because we like to leave no trace, don't we? There's the man himself. Let's go and disturb him. Morning. How did you sleep?
Hey.
Was it cold?
A little bit chilly.
It was, wasn't it? I was just saying, my mat went down in the night. I accidentally pulled the valve somehow, and it went pshh, and I didn't think anything of it, and it was freezing. So, just come over to have a look at your setup. It was chilly. Yes, the peacocks woke me up then.
Yeah, and I got this down jacket out and put it on. I went to sleep without it.
I like your UCO candle lantern. Did you put it on last night?
Yeah, while I was sat here, I was up for another hour after you.
I know, I'm a bit of a lightweight. No, this is lovely. I mean, look at this view. See, I always give them the best pitch.
Shut up.
It's a running joke with us that wherever we go, I always, kindly give him the best part. Oh, it's lovely, actually. Yeah,
it's a nice view.
It is.
Over there, there's another one. There's a little greenery.
There is, isn't there?
And it's more open there. That is.
Might have a look at that in a second.
Yeah.
So what have we got here? We've got the East Hills Outdoors tarp.
It's the Hammock and Tarp set.
It's the whole set. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? I like it.
It's like a beginner's set. It gives you everything all in one. The tree straps, the hammock, the tarp, the tie-ups.
I like the tree straps with their logo.
Yeah.
Just looking at alternative spots. I think for next time I'll probably pop myself over here. I always try and actively not camp right next to someone because I find that irritating. But this is a nice little spot just here. Hammock there to there. But you do have the sort of obligatory dog entry point on the other side there, which will be popular perhaps. Maybe giving away a spot. I mean, ultimately, there's nothing anyone's going to do, but you just don't want to intentionally show people where you are. I don't think so, anyway. Now there are early morning people walking around just on the other side over here. So think I'm gonna get a coffee on, wake myself up, start a bit of breakfast. I think I've got some, I've got sausages. Fancy that. Nice sausage and a bit of white bread. Forgot the ketchup though. That'd be fine. Right. I'm a bit behind this morning. Dan's been up since 5, he said. He's had a coffee and a tidy up, so I've got to do all that as well. That's good. Wrong button. That'll do. Squeaky chair. It's not me. That one's a little bit char grilled on the end. That's okay. Scrape it off. Sausages. It's the breakfast of champions, isn't it? So there we go. Oh, as always, leave no trace. Nothing's left. Just the waders, which I'm going to put on in a minute. And we'll go for the return crossing. I think we're both feeling a little bit apprehensive, but it's time to go. It's the right time of day, so we're going to get a wiggle on. So I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.